We did a good job in Missouri running the ball. Texas A&M, they did a lot of stunts, put down their safety a lot to personally think to mess up the run game a little bit. But that opened up a lot of stuff for the rideouts. Mechie, of course, had a good game. Waddle had a good game. Schmitty, all of them had a good game. But really, it's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? If we try to be a team where, if some teams try to stop the run, we're going to run the ball. Some teams try to stop the pass because of rideouts, then running backs got to play a part. Running backs or anybody, really, the run game has to open up. So we try to be like a offense where, you have to stop both sides, both things, passing and running. So I didn't really understand your second question. What was your second question again?
Yeah, I think you answered it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
And next question to Ryan Hennessy.
Hey, Najee, two quick questions. First one, Braxton Weidman, you guys kind of dedicated the game, I believe.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. And then my other question is about the fans. I asked Christian, too, how important are they, even though 20% is a big game, and I'm sure you guys have that circled, the home game on your calendar.
Yeah, so answer the first question. I spoke to Braxton. I forgot what day it was exactly last week. Me and Waddle talked to him. To see what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? All of us as a team and as a university is all rooting for him and cheering for him and hope that he can actually make it to a game. We know that it's only 20% capacity. Is it still 20% capacity? Yeah, it's only 20% capacity, so we know it'll be hard. But we hope to see him again. We hope to talk to him again, and we did dedicate that game for him, and just seeing I just saw the video of I think the news posted something about it. I didn't get to see that video till today, I think this morning, and it just really motivates me and us to know that like we can play a part in these kids' lives, and that we have our background is our base, our platform is bigger, I guess, than just football, and we can really like motivate the youth and especially kids who's going through stuff like that, because we know we all go through I go through stuff, and just to have that, I guess, to have that hero, I guess you would say, do something is really motivating. And what was the second question? You said how's the fans? The fans plays a part. Even though it's 20%, every fan, we know that they're watching on TV. We know that they're at their house, chilling, watching, rooting for us. And the 20% that's in the stands, they make themselves noticed too. They're the 12th man, you can say. That 20%, and that all of them play a part. We know that this game is a big game, and we know that there's not going to be a lot of fans there, but we know that they're there in spirit, and they play a part too.
Brett Hudson, you're up.
Najee, on the pass game for a second, the team's completing almost 80% of its passes, but it's also leading the nation in yards per attempt. And in balancing the efficiency and the explosiveness in the pass game, how much of that is scheme and how much of that is Matt?
Shoot. I don't know. Like, I didn't even know we was even leading that. Like, we're so worried about like what we got to do that's in front of us. We don't really look at the stats, or I personally don't even look at the stats. I just look at like what we got to do to win the game. Like I said, every game plan is different because every team plays a different defense against us. We don't really know what we expect in the game. Well, we have somewhat of a thought, but like we don't really know what type of like coverage they're going to play because we got to see if they're trying to defend the run or the pass. So I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question really, but Mac's doing a good job of taking the spot of 13, and I mean he's really living up to everything like he's doing. He's doing a good job in practice. He's doing the extra film, throwing the ball out to practice extra with the receivers. He's communicating more with us. So Mac's doing a good job.
And next question to Tyler Waldrop.
Hey, Najee, you talked back in camp about, what this season would mean in terms of creating value for yourself and for other guys on the team. Was Saturday the kind of performance, one of those that you were hoping to have when you came back for this season? And also, is there one particular play that you're, particularly proud about from Saturday?
From this past Saturday?
Yes.
One play particular I'll say is seeing Josh McMillan go out there and making that block on the last touchdown run I had. If you go back and see that, I mean, he just completely the best block. He made a good block to come in the game. You know, obviously a defensive guy to come in the game, make that big time block is probably the one of the highlights. I'm sorry, I have a terrible memory. What was the first question you asked again?
And then just the first part was just, you talked back in camp about what kind of value you and also your teammates could create for themselves this season. Was Saturday, was that the type of game you were hoping to have one of those performances?
Yeah, well, we can create all of us is creating more value to ourselves by winning each game, because when you win a game, it brings a lot of national notoriety to all the players, not just one particular player. I mean, I'm not really aiming for a game, really, that, like, I just have, like, a breakout game, really. I'm just not trying to aim for that. It's more I'm aiming for, like, what stuff I have to improve on. So, obviously, like, a long speed, more pass protection. A lot of more like in the space, open space, when I catch the ball. See, like, what more can I do to, like, grind out those extra yards. So, really, it's, like, what I have to work on, not, like, so much of numbers-wise, if that makes sense.
Jeff Spiegel, over to you.
Najee, this team and this offense in particular built, for big games like this coming up Saturday. I mean, the ability to just bring your best every day, every Saturday.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I didn't understand it.
Now, the question is, this offense just appears to be unstoppable at this point. And the way you guys are playing and the way your team plays, is this offense built to perform on a huge stage you're going to play on Saturday?
Well, this offense is built to prepare for every game, each game at a time. This offense is prepared to every time you get the ball, you make sure that all 11's doing their job. This offense is prepared to strike fear in opponents, to know that, hey, if you give the guys the ball, if he gives the guys when the offense gets the ball, just expect that, like, hey, like, it's going to be not just one player. It's going to be multiple players getting the ball. It's going to be multiple players making plays. It has to be a game plan for not just one player, but all the players across the field. And we try to be explosive as possible. So, I mean, we try to be an offense where, like, we can't be matched really. And like I said, like, if you try to play the run, then we're going to do as much as we can in the pass game. We try to play the pass. We're going to do as much as we can in the run game. So we just offense just try to be and unmatched is the word, I guess you can say.
Dennis Dodd, over to you.
Hey, Najee, congratulations on Saturday. I just wondered, to what extent did just weighing injury, the possibility of injury, work into your decision on coming back?
Whoa. Knock on wood on that one, dude. You can't ask no player about injury, man. Come on now. It's a rough game.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't want to answer that question, man. I don't want to talk about injuries because, like, I mean, that could happen any day, any play. Like, you can't think about that type of stuff, especially being an active athlete. Like, that, like, injuries is not rare. Like, it can happen from the most smallest play. I mean, sad to say what happened in the NFL with Dak. Like, I mean, it's just hard. Like, you just can't, like, expect none of those things. So, like, I mean, I just don't want to answer that question, man. You can't put that on an athlete right now. Knock on wood, it don't happen to me or anybody else.
We have time for a few more. Tony Sakalas, you're up.
Najee, how good has it been running behind Alex Leatherwood, especially the left side of the offensive line? It seems like you guys have got a lot of your yardage that way, kind of running towards the left.
Did we? I thought everywhere was running pretty good. Me personally, I mean, there were some runs we did run to the left side, but there was also some runs we ran on the right, through the middle. I mean, around the edge. I mean, we did everything. I feel like the whole.
How good has Leatherwood been then?
Yeah, Leatherwood. Okay, so Leatherwood. I mean, Leatherwood ever since he got here, Alabama. He's been doing amazing. He worked on a lot of stuff this season. He did pretty good. He did pretty good. Texas A&M, he did good. Missouri, the past 3 games, he done amazing. But I feel like it's just the whole O-line really who's done a really good job. From even Emil stepping up and have to come in there, I feel like everybody's really taking the competitive drive really and just working, getting better each game, and exceeding expectations each game. I feel like the whole line is doing really good. I feel like the whole line, to be honest, gets like they're like the unsung hero in every game. I feel like they don't have like enough attention, not on the O line. It's more of like all the skill players, but really it's just like if you guys see how good the O line is becoming each game, how much attention they are in their game, and just like how much of a force that they are, and how much like really are the heart of the team. I feel like the media should give them more credit than they're really getting.
Haley Sutton, go ahead.
Hey Najee, it seems like every week you just continue to get better and better, more touchdowns happening. I guess for me, what is keeping you motivated to get better each and every week, and how do you hope to kind of top Saturday's performance going forward?
Shoot, well, each game, like I said, is different. Each game is a different opponent. My role, I guess you could say, stepped up more. I got to be more of like a vocal person, and I have to kind of set the example more. So really, my teammates motivate me each game. And coming into Georgia, they have a really amazing defense, one of the best in the nation. And that should just motivate me more. Really, anybody motivate me more, but like Georgia, if you look at what they've done, Tennessee last game, I think giving up 1 yard, I think, rushing. I'm not too sure what it was. But that just motivates me more because, that's just, that, like, when you line up against them, like, on the opposite side of the ball, it's straight dudes out there, like, it's dogs, really. So, I mean, this is just a motivating game for all of us. It motivates me more because, that, like, I'm at to, I will have to, me personally, I feel like I have to, like, be on top of my game even more to know that, like, that we can come out of this game victorious.
Thank you, Najee. That wraps up today's press conference.
Thank you, you guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate
everyone,
it.
for joining in.